Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be doing a 10-minute, 1-hour, 10-hour building challenge. So let's hop right into it. The first house I'm going to be building right here. I'm going to give myself 10 minutes to pick my materials and build the entire house. I wasn't able to do too much for the 10-minute house because I didn't have a lot of time, especially since just the roof took about 2 minutes. That really didn't leave me with a lot of time, especially for the inside of the house, which is why it's quite simple and maybe even a little bit basic, but I still think that it turned out pretty neat. Honestly, I'm just surprised that I was able to build a finished Minecraft house that doesn't look horrific in 10 minutes. Alright, so here's the first house, which is the 10-minute house. Honestly, on the outside, it's quite underwhelming. I wish I had a little bit more time, but the roof took a couple minutes just by itself, so I really didn't have much time. But getting on in, I think it has a decent exterior. You know, it's not as incredible as it probably could have been. I think it turned out pretty good for saying, you know, I only had 10 minutes to build it. I really like the front window I decided to do with the little shutters. The next house I'm going to be building, I'm going to give myself an hour to build the house. For the 1-hour house, I wanted to create a house that flowed nicely with these two hills I found near the 10-minute house. It was quite difficult to make the house fit nicely with the hill and not just look like I plopped it in there as an afterthought, but also not alter the terrain too much. I really like how the finished product turned out. I really like how the deck turned out. I wasn't going to originally add that on to the house, but I decided that it would be a good idea. Originally, I wasn't going to add the garden either beneath the balcony, but I thought it'd be nice to have something to view out the lower window. Here is the 1-hour house. Honestly, I really like how it turned out, especially for saying that when I first started building it, things were not turning out how I hoped they would. But in the end, I think it turned out pretty neat. Going in through the front doors, I built this kitchen area as the first floor. I really liked how it looks with the sloped ceilings. I think it adds a lot more space and it makes the room feel a lot bigger. Going down the stairs, I built a little seating area and bedroom. I like how the desk in the corner turned out. Honestly, one thing I love building in Minecraft is different bedrooms and specifically desk designs. Over at this little seating area, out the window, you can see the garden that I placed below the porch. That's just the hour house. Let's see what I can do in 10 hours. For the first 2 hours of building the 10-hour house, I actually was building a different house than the one that I ended up actually completing. The house that I started was way too plain and way too boring. It kind of looked like I just took a regular Minecraft house and scaled it up to be huge, and it was not turning out good, so I decided to look up a couple of reference pictures and build something that was different than my usual Minecraft house designs, which are very like rectangular and square. That's why I wanted to experiment with having different parts of the house be different heights and widths and just, you know, try something that I'd never really tried before. Alright, so this is the 10-hour house. I love how it turned out. I think it's my favorite one out of all 3 houses I built in this video. Out front of the house, there's this little pond, which I really like. I think it's a nice detail to the whole image of the house. Heading onto the inside, there is this little kitchen, which I love how it looks. Probably this is my favorite room in the house. My favorite part is this island in the middle of the kitchen. I've never built anything like it in different houses I've built, so it was really neat to try something new. Over here is a living room, hangout area, and there's a TV and some bookshelves, and also a nice seating area here next to the window that you can see into the backyard. Going down to the basement, there's this game room with a pool table, which honestly I think turned out pretty neat, and also this painting on the wall here. Going upstairs, there is this bedroom, which was probably the hardest room in the house to build, because right here is where all of the different walls and all of the different ceilings and roofs met together in a very awkward way, very awkward asymmetrical way. So it was quite hard to build the room around that, but I think I did a pretty good job. Going out through this little hallway, there is this balcony with a couple of chairs. I really like how this balcony turned out. I wish I could have made it a little bit bigger, but if it was any bigger, it'd look a little wonky on the house. Heading up this ladder is this office. I feel like I could have done more with the office, and I feel like it is a little bit simple, but I still like it nonetheless. Going out to the back of the house, there is a waterfall, a bridge, and a little seating area right here. Originally, I wasn't going to do anything much to the yard of the house, but I saw this hill and immediately I was thinking of how cool it would be to put a waterfall here. Down the path right here, there is a bridge, which I really enjoyed, honestly, adding this bridge. It's just a nice little touch. Anyways, that is all for today's video. So let me know down in the comments down below which house was your favorite, the 10-minute, 1 hour, or 10-hour house. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.